Hi everybody. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make a low point, low fat, healthy, low calorie version of the Wendy's Premium Cod Sandwich, which is my favorite drive-through fast food fish sandwich. It's pretty much like the sexy version of the fillet of fish. And yes, I call the sandwich sexy. That's why I ended up on Weight Watchers. So first thing we're going to do before we prepare everything else so that it will have some time to have the flavors develop, we're going to make a small single serving batch of my tartar sauce. I will put the exact measurements in the text portion of the post. Right now I'm just going to throw it together because the kids are going cray cray in the background, which is normal. So for the folks on green, to keep this all nice and low point, I'm going to use only 2.5 tablespoons of Greek yogurt. Close that up. Going to use 1 teaspoon of light mayonnaise because 1 teaspoon is 0 points. I'm preheating the oven to 450 degrees right now. Mission accomplished. Now I'm going to add a little bit of finely diced onion. I threw in about 2 teaspoons. Then we're going to use, because I don't want to get residual mayo in my relish, I am using a dill relish because none of the stores near me have sugar-free sweet relish. So I'm going to use 2 teaspoons of the dill pickle relish. And because I couldn't get sugar-free sweet relish, I'm going to be making my own by adding a teaspoon, no, we'll start off with half a teaspoon of your sweetener of choice into the dill relish. Going to add, let's go with a 1/4 teaspoon, and then we can add more if needed, of Worcestershire sauce. Go with about 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt, a little cracked black pepper. I like my tartar sauce to have a little bit of black pepper to it. And now I have about 1/2 teaspoon of finely minced fresh dill. And we'll go with just a little splash of lemon juice. Mix that together with my super expensive mixing implements. This is why I laugh when people say, oh, you're a food blogger. No, don't ever call me a food blogger. And now we have our 0 point on all 3 plans. I like it. Tartar sauce. If you want to thin it a little bit more, add a teaspoon of water, maybe 2, mix it up. But I think this is great. Cover it, set it in the fridge. And by the time you're done with everything else, this will be the bomb. Let's get to the other stuff. We will bread the cod right now. All right, everybody, we're back. And by the way, thank you for putting up with my cooking videos during quarantine, having kid stuff in the background. It is what it is. So for the next step, I prepared a batch of my low point breading. I'll put the link in the text part of the video. I have the dry ingredients here. My breading is crushed Rice Krispies as opposed to regular breadcrumbs. You get more for the same price. And then we have the egg wash mixture. If you are on the green plan, use egg whites. And if you still want that same little bit of color, still add the Dijon mustard into it. It really helps. Now I have just a piece of cod that I got out of the freezer. Defrosted it, had it wrapped in paper towels, try to get some of the moisture out of it because we don't really want it wet. Now, I am going to have to trim this because I can't have my bun right here and a whole bunch of fish sticking out. So going to shave off just a little. I'll cook that up, and you know, kids will, I'll try to make them eat it as fish sticks, but they won't eat it. I'll eat it, but that's 0 points. I'm on blue. So going to, I have the egg wash, I have the breadcrumbs, I have a 9-inch pie pan that I sprayed with cooking spray and put foil in it. If you want to make a big 4-serving recipe, that's my normal download page that's in the cookbook. You can get that. This is just a single quick little recipe for you and your friend. So they could all look at you while you eat, and you can be like, haha, this is diet food. Take that. So we are going to bread this in the egg wash. Let some of the excess egg fall off. And this is actually 1 point of breading. Now, avoid, with my breading, the Rice Krispie one, avoid the temptation to do the old school shake and bake thing and put it all in a bag and just, you know, shake it up. That won't work. It is horrible. It makes a big gloppy mess. Cut this down. Nice. Cool. Rice Krispie breading for the win. So, because I'm just doing this 1 serving for myself, I'm going to spray the bottom side with cooking spray, put it in the pan, and then spray the top side. Boom. My oven is preheated to 450 degrees. I'm going to put this in for 16 minutes, for 14 minutes, and then I'm going to flip it for 6 more minutes on the back side. And we're back. So, I guess I'll use a towel to grab that. Don't want a 3rd degree burn. We have our cod out of the oven. My buns are nice and toasted, and a little bit of bread scooped out of the top bun to make it 30 points. And all that goes on this burger is some, well, for me, I'm using green leaf lettuce. You can use any leafy lettuce, whatever vegetable you like. If you're Chiafulu, feel free to load it up with kale. That's his jazz. And pickles. Pickle slices. You can use pickle chips or just get baby dill pickles, slice it up. Use as many as you want. And our 0 point tartar sauce on, 0 point. So to build this copycat lower point healthier version of the Wendy's premium cod sandwich, we're going to start off by taking the bottom bun, putting some of our tartar sauce on the bottom bun, followed by our fish patty. And then this is the way that this particular sandwich is built. We are going to take green leaf lettuce, or any variety you choose. I'm not a lettuce snob, it just looks nicer in pictures. Lettuce snob, if there's such a thing. I guess if you're a hippie. So I have the lettuce. And now we are going to place some pickles on top, the pickle chips. Because this is how Wendy's makes theirs. And then to the top of that, I'm going to add a nice dollop of tartar sauce. Can't go wrong with tartar sauce, unless you're not having a fish sandwich. And then the bun goes on. All right, so this is low point, low calorie version of the Wendy's premium cod sandwich. We have a 3-point bun. The breading is 1 point, and on green, the fish adds another point. So it comes to 3, 4. It comes to a 5-point sandwich, 6-point sandwich. Whatever, I hate math. It comes to a low point sandwich on green, and it comes to a 5-point sandwich, a 4-point sandwich on blue and purple. By comparison, the original sandwich at Wendy's is 13 points and has 21 grams of fat While this bad boy has 4 points on blue and purple and only has 5 grams of fat in the whole shebang. And that, my friends, is how you can eat awesome food and lose weight.